By this time, I've had enough of their attacks. So I decide to move from Johannesburg and go and live in Cape Town to hide. So I'm never in South Africa permanently. I live abroad. But because of my social projects, I come home every 4 to 6 weeks and then spend 2 to 3 days doing all the admin things and making sure everything is running properly, and then I go back. My daughter stays in a different place. So I'm so scared. We are both scared to ever tell each other where we are. We would say things and then we get funny phone calls. Anyway, we're very scared to say anything. We phone each other morning and night just to make sure everything is fine. So I'm back abroad. In my absence, this is now July 2018. In my absence, I get a message that the court granted a rule nisi, that my daughter must hand over the car to Standard Bank for safekeeping. What? So a rule nisi is a provisional or temporary court order that will be made final or binding on a future date unless the opposing party appears in court to show good cause why that should fail. I'm in Boston. I'm in the middle of a very important assignment. I have no way of coming back immediately. I ask to see the papers. They scan and send them. I read in shock. I immediately call court. I order a transcript. A transcript is everything. A transcript is a document that has everything that is said in court on that day. So after every court hearing, I have a habit of ordering the transcript and filing it so that hey, I've never seen people who can deny like this. Deny. So anyway, I keep the transcript. Mama Piga, I always show them. So on this occasion, I order the transcript to read exactly what is said to grant such an order. I read this thing with disgust. Anyway, sifuni lawyer manje ngoba there's no way I can go home. By luck, we get a brilliant lawyer to assist my daughter in my absence to defend this rule nisi. They respond to the matter. They get a date for the following month. Even the date they give me is the most busiest time for the assignment I'm doing. There's no way I can travel. And my daughter says, don't worry, I'll do it. They go. I try very hard to schedule the date to come to South Africa. I fail. My daughter goes to court with her lawyer, and she insists on defending herself. The judge that day is the Honorable Justice Fabricius. He asks her, Miss Hammond, where is your lawyer? She says, okay, first of all, angikho la mina, so this is hearsay, ne? So she says, hey, judge, lawyers complicate situations. I need a simple talk with you, namhlanje, without any legal jargon. One, I'm being abused by Standard Bank. I have never spoken to Standard Bank in my life. I have never opened an account at Standard Bank in my entire life. I have never bought a car in my life. I got a gift from my mother when I passed matric well, and that's the only car I've had ever since. I'm a student. She says, this is my mother's car, and this is my mother's installment sale agreement. Standard Bank is deliberately blocking her joinder application for 2 full years now. She has applied to be enjoined to defend this matter because there's fraud in this matter. So here's the thing. My mother has written 1 million letters begging Standard Bank to settle this. They refuse. She applies to be enjoined. They refuse. They apply for one interlocutory application after another as a smoke screen. When this matter, judge, is very easy. This matter can be sorted out in 30 minutes. It is that easy. She says, now there's a rule, Nisi, that I must hand over a car I know nothing about. Judge, I've never driven this car, and at this point, I don't even know where it is. Judge says, okay, you spoke of your mother. Where is she? She says, I don't know. Judge says, what? What do you mean you don't know? My daughter tells of all the attacks we are having, and for that reason, we are always hiding. We speak on a daily basis, but we don't tell each other where we are to protect each other. Judge says, wow. She says, I don't know. Judge said, Miss Hammond, you said this matter is very easy. So I'm going to ask for your advice. How would you solve this matter? What do you think should be done? My daughter says, first of all, at the moment, there is so many open-ended, hanging interlocutory cases. I'd like us to apply the once and for all rule. Then I'd like my mother to be enjoined to handle her own story. This is not my story. She says, Judge, I'm going to tell you something personal. I have spent 5 years at law school. And today, the reason I spend so much time at law school is because I want to sit on the chair you are sitting on. I'm working very hard to be a lawyer. But today, I'm going to offer you all of that. Please put me on the stand. If I lie to you, make sure I don't practice law in South Africa. Get me arrested. Put me on the stand. That's my offer. Judge says, did you hear what you said? She said, yes. So what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? You said it's easy. She says, Judge, only one question. All this smoke screen for 4 years now is hiding not to answer one simple question. Who signed the installment sale agreement? We have overwhelming evidence that is not me, and Standard Bank insists that it's me. And their insistence raises a whole lot of violations. Put that aside. Put me on the stand. It's a Tuesday. Judge looks at my daughter. He says, Thursday. I think it was 23rd August. He said, Thursday, be here. I'll put you on the stand. And let me tell you this. You lie to me, not only want to practice law, I'm going to make sure the DPP is here to charge you. Do you understand? She says, my lord, I understand. Hey! Thursday comes.